On a small base in Zabul Province, Afghanistan, U.S. Army Pathfinders instruct Afghan National Army soldiers in the techniques of their trade. Pathfinders are the boots on the ground that allow aircraft to move supplies and provide combat support. After 2 weeks of training, today is the final day of classroom instruction, and the trainers want to see what their students have learned.
We selected a number of skills that we wanted to test that are usually the most vital in what we do. And that included sling load training, that included setting up HLZs, calling in 9-line medevacs, hand and arm signals, air traffic control, a variety of other type of operations and missions that my unit is called upon to do at a moment's notice.
In the rugged Afghan terrain, Pathfinders are essential to the supply chain and to any air combat operations. With coalition forces looking to hand over responsibilities to their Afghan counterparts, training like this is a big step in that direction.
This is actually the first time that coalition forces have ever trained the Afghan Army on Pathfinder operations and basic air assault operations.
This is also to understand this is the only group that they've had that have gone through multiple schools. Like the rest of the normal guys, they haven't sent through like that. So it's kind of the cream of the crop they have. And it's helped us to iron out a few of the kinks for these 2 weeks of training.
These soldiers will not only be the first ever Afghan National Army Pathfinders, they will be the leaders and teachers of future Pathfinders.
By the end of this deployment, when we do like about 6 more courses, they will have their own training regiment as well, and they'll be training some of their own guys in their own regiment.
In future courses, these students will teach alongside their American colleagues, sharing their own experiences and easing the difficulties in translation. If these first students are any indication of the quality of future classes, the U.S. Pathfinders have confidence in the program's success.
Overall, I believe these guys did fairly well. They're a very sharp group. They picked up very much everything that we tried to teach them very quickly. So I expect these guys to continue to get only better as they progress, and they continue to develop their own training, and they continue to develop their own SOPs. I feel that eventually these guys will be able to teach their own soldiers how to do these taskings and be able to accomplish these missions.
Throughout the previous 3 deployments I've had here, this is they're learning things so fast, and they really do understand, and their discipline is much higher than expected. The officers teach the NCOs, and the NCOs lead their soldiers.
The final day of training comes to a close. The students confident in their abilities, and the instructors optimistic about the future of the Afghan Pathfinders. Airman Jimmy Moreland, Zabul Province, Afghanistan.
Good job. All right. With cargo nets.